Special! I'm Pickle Rick! How about news? Shut up, Meg.
What's going on, everybody? How are we doing all this evening? Get the, yeah, get that going again. Get the Twitch music going. All right. Anyway, let's see. We have C2S. Joe Russ was not the first one here today. Boink is here. Our Queen Liz Edwards. Little Jim showed up early. The Pancake Man Lock Watcher. There's Mr. Egg Cake. Franco Walker. PJ. C Delta Mike showed up early. C already said C2S. Delta Franco. Conversation. Stream Element showed up, which is always nice. What's up, Dave? And it's all getting wacky. Jacques Attack is here. What's up, Brantley? Oddbjorn, Big 8 News, Chris, Clive C, Mr. S, Steve Adlers. How is everybody? Hold on. Grab your thing. We gotta do our thing. And then we gotta catch up on some stuff we were talking about Wednesday. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you swinging through. Yeah, Joe Russ fell asleep on the job. Apparently, they thought that, I don't know, getting some fucking sleep and being healthy was more important than telling us the secrets to that specific fan that they already know, because they rebuild their fans as well. But no, they decided to sleep on it and just left us hanging. So, you know, cheers to, you know, I guess being healthy and prioritizing your own life. Jesus Christ. Cheers. Oh, I got the last 6-pack of hard apple cider that wasn't that rose stiff. I'm going to get some canes for dinner. Want some canes? What do you mean some canes? Like walking canes? A bunch of cocaines? What's up, Malagas? I think I got everybody up there. If not, feel free to yell at me. Hey, what's up, Andy? All right. So, I guess we'll let some more people start showing up before we get into the super secret sauce. Uh-oh. Ah, yeah, here we go. Okay. Alrighty then. Still don't have my penis quote. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I can go a little bit. There we go. That's it. Yeah, I forgot, when you're doing this, you don't turn away to burp. You just, right, and it's beautiful. It's a monster. Everything's okay. Okay. What's up, Red Dwarfer? I see, you have sent in
counter to strike. Chipmunk. Hey, I have good news. Good news, everyone. My habaneros are fruiting finally. Yes. Good, good. You must send pictures for you to show Lock Watcher. I demand it. Alright, what's up, boink? Boink? Do that again, but let me sit on my subwoofer and wiggle. Hello, Benji.
A little bit of a headache for Mr. S, so I will be mostly lurking. Do your thing, take care of yourself. We will be here. We will be here. So what's with Ed's mom? Whatever could you be talking about, Joe Ross? Perhaps ask again when Ed is here. We'll see if we can figure that out. Let's see if anybody else says anything. So my avatar thing is missing. Oh, now it's there. Are you okay, sir? Do you need to have more alcohol? I don't know that we could necessarily help you facilitate that, but I'm sure if we tried hard enough. My application, we are writing to notify you that your associate's program application has been rejected. That makes sense because it doesn't. Anyway, good. Okay, moving on. What's up, MacVision? It's International Cat Day? Really? It's all about the pussy? Well, I did not know that. Your mom is momming Ed's mom? Your mom is momming Ed's mom. Well, that would be weird. Fish on a line. What's up, buddy? Sent a few vids on WhatsApp, says Little Jim. Not sure if they went through. They did not. At least not yet. Don't know when you sent them. But I know you do occasionally send some weird fucking videos, so maybe it was like, calm down. Alright, when are we doing the woofler there, Queen? Are we doing it at the 4:30s, or are we doing it at the 15s? What are you trying to do? You don't have any thing to do with stream elements there, Brantley. At the 15? Alright, so we got a VertoThermoWhoofle coming up in about 1 minute. Today is International Female Orgasm Day. Oh, we're talking about the myths, huh? Yep, Chippy sent a picture. We'll get to that. Ed has a mom. I thought he was a vault tech experiment that had escaped. Well, I mean, we don't know necessarily the full story, so yeah, it's boobies apparently. That was yesterday, so I missed it anyway. It's fine. Any orange stuff? Does this have orange? This has like is bronze like that's bronze and orange kind of thing. California cherry. Feel the vapiness. That, and I got, you know, the usual haterade there. I did remember to turn the spinny thing on, so there's that. Is that Woman's Day on Wikipedia? I don't know. Chippy sent a picture of a female orgasm. No, he did not. And we have Boink giving Benji some orange cones. All right, let's play with fire. Shall we? A VertoThermoWhoofle time. Ooh. Let's not spill too much of it. Hold on. I did fill it just a little higher than I wanted to, but that's okay. We've got it under control, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Number one. Woo. A little flicky. One for Freddy. Setting Chad on fire. We just ran out. I literally went, and that's right where it stopped. We just ran out. That's all right. I literally have like 9 more of those big fuckers. That's the big can. That's the big boy can, not the regular ones are like, you know, that tall, about that thick kind of thing. But I've got I bought a 12 pack of those a couple years ago, still going through them. OSHA gonna have to shut this down. Yeah, we're gonna need to see your hot work permit. Fire below. Yeah, just always look. You never know where it is. Jack attack. Here we go. My car broke down, so I took the bus. A policeman showed up at my office and made me give it back. Well, that's not bad. Oh, cold hands. Let's see. I've been sitting in here for a while. I was playing Scum. I finally got the server showing up on the game list. It's funny. It's not showing up correctly, but I made it work. It turns out that the bug I've been fighting on Scum is actually a known glitch, an issue with the Scum developers for the servers not necessarily and always updating right. So I was fighting for that for 2 weeks, and finally I decided to just start moving it around a bunch because it always seemed to be an IP or 2 behind. So I just started swapping ports back and forth, and I finally got it to pick up the correct IP, but the wrong ports, and I just took all the wrong ports and forwarded them to the right ports through the router. Some of you understand what I'm saying. So even though it's listed wrong on the server list, it's ported to get to the right server, and I think we're going to be okay, because if it ever updates again, it should just update to the correct everything. You following me? Well, the kitties still get food. Oh, absolutely. Of course they were. They will. Xenotractor? Did you get an import license for that unicorn? We're an endangered species. Oh boy. Wrong port. Let's see, I had it. Every time I've redone the port setup, I've had it set to the right ports in the router. I even eliminated the factory Verizon router. You know, it's ONT to my new router, because I got so fed up with it after last week's stream, once I got home, still messing with it, that I went, fuck it. The TP link, so I went, fuck it. The old TP link just wasn't working. Like, this was the router that was like under the desk. It's an old Archer AX10. It runs AX 1300 protocol. It wasn't bad, but that in combination with these repeaters, their open mesh system was literally just some like vibe coded thrown together quick bullshit. I mean, they weren't a bad setup. You could even plug them into Ethernet, so it wasn't even a wireless backhaul. It was all done through Ethernet, so it wasn't bad. But the mesh system was fucking garbage. I would go into the kitchen, barely get any reception, come back in here, sit down on the phone, and the phone would still stay connected to the kitchen, even though the main router is like I'm looking at it. Like, and that's where the other one was too. So, go on. As we had discussed, I was like, all right, well, you know, I talked about I was going to get the Asus 1800S. So, I got one. So, I got one. So, I got one. So, I got one. Well, that was kind of a weird glitch. What was that all about? Oh, wait, no. Once I realized that repeaters cost the same as routers, I just said, well, fuck it. I'm just going to get 4 goddamn routers and hook them up. So, now it's fucking butter in this bitch. Let me fucking tell you. Because, like, seriously, why do I need so many? Because some of the walls in the house have expanded steel mesh in it, which is grounded, by the way. So that blocks quite a significant amount of signal throughout the house. And the router was on sale for $65, and the repeater was $70. You know, the repeater with 2 little antennas, 1 Ethernet port. So I went, well, why would I pay more for a device with less power, less processing power, less processing power, less antennas, less Ethernet ports, less options? Because a router can be a network extender, whether plugged in or wireless. So we are good. I love a foil-backed insulation or drywall does the same. Oh yeah, like this place is a signal hell. Well, it used to be. And this thing, I can walk all over the house, ain't no problem. Everything streams good. So, like, we are good. I got good signal out to the garage now, through a couple windows. Do it again. Yeah. I have a router as a repeater, and it's a TP-Link. I just was not, their mesh system, their own easy mesh thing is just, bleh. Asus uses their proprietary AI mesh system, but it works. Like, I can go anywhere in this house and I have full bars on 5 or 2.4 gigahertz. So you got a bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, might as well, you know what I'm saying, Josh? And welcome. What's up, buddy? What's up, Brian? You grin? Are you sure you have enough coverage? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we got that covered. Well, I don't know, I wonder if I get 4 times the free stuff. So I still got to set up a couple little personal things for this and that, especially for like dynamic DNS stuff to get my media server all the way online. Scruff's a prepper, so he lives in a Faraday cage. Well, yeah, and I'm surrounded by asbestos and aluminum and steel expanded. Yeah, like I'm good. Like, just bomb the hell out of the place. I'll be all right. What's up, Web Devi? Its ubiquity is not as expensive as I thought it was. Oh, I was messing with Fritz. Oh, okay. I was messing with Fritz boxes and their mesh stuff. It is okay, but all my neighbors with all my neighbors doing stuff, I eventually just decided, let me get the same stuff and installed it at the office too. Yeah. Whatever makes it work. Is your brain or testicles tingling or heating from all the Wi-Fi? No, not yet. I think most of it just gets absorbed into the glasses and then just pumped directly into my brain. But I think, I think since I got the bald head, it radiates the heat pretty well, so it just doesn't feel, like you can tell. And you have a backup of the backup for the backup of the router, says T2S. Yeah, well, I'm looking around. I'm looking to get like a cheap ass laptop that I can use for mobile streaming. So I can do, Twitch and YouTube since I can't do that from the phone. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is carrying the TP-Link router, just factory reset the shit out of it because it's got so much custom shit in it anyway. Factory reset that and just have it available, you know, for getting into a network or wirelessly connecting if I need to, or just plugging directly in or whatever. Then get a laptop and try to get it all into a flat case kind of thing for streaming. But that's a project I'll get to when I get to it. Andy's computer tube, nice to get something sorted once and for all like that with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I've been fighting for it for months, and I was having a lot of problems seeing servers in my games, just viewing them, not even my servers. And then I would reset, sometimes I would reset the Verizon router and then it would work. Sometimes I would reset the TP-Link router and it would start working again. And it just, I think that it just, fuck, it was just fucking annoying. But now I don't have any of that problem. Oh, holy shit. Web Debbie with 10 gifted memberships to the gaggle of goofballs. We got one for Red Dwarf, Unicorn, Brian Woods Up, Stinky Mole, Patrick, Zedtronics, Fire John. I haven't talked to him in a second. JSS Wizard, Big 29, and Tronian Sands. Oh, thank you, buddy. A cheers to you for that. Much appreciated. Oh, thank you, thank you. Still not seeing anything yet, Little Jim, on WhatsApp, but I have other stuff coming in fresh, so I do new. So yeah, everything seems to be sorted out. My Vane server worked fine. It's also nice having to only punch through one router instead of two routers. The only thing I'm not sure is I feel like the Verizon router, ooh, pardon me. I feel like the Verizon router will hold its IP longer than this one. But I'm still experimenting with it because I was doing a lot of resetting and shit as I was going, and the IP changed like 5 times during the day, but I also reset the router probably fucking 20, 30 times. Seems like it's been holding the same IP for the past, since the last reset, but I don't know what their lease is. Their IP lease is, but I feel like it might be longer with their router first. And if it turns out it is longer, then I may just hook it up and stick my router on like a full pass-through DMZ, just fucking dump everything to here and go for it kind of thing. Because I wouldn't mind it holding IP addresses longer because servers have to, you know, my game servers and my media server, like they update their IP so I can connect to them remotely. And I don't know if you can see when that, how much longer your DNS is on lease for. I don't know if it actually shows you that anywhere on the router. Oh, and I was looking into, oh yeah, I got this going now. Because the Spotify thing I went through today, completely logged out and deleted everything, redid everything, and it's still not working. And it stopped working before all the network routery stuff, so I know it doesn't have anything to do with that. So I think the 6K Labs plugin is just kind of broke right now. So I'm going to look, I already have some sound alert stuff. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make sound alerts do the same thing. It'll just look different, I assume. But there's also, I don't know if that has a way that you can interact with it as well, but I don't think so. I think it's just a thing, but I'll check the sound alert things later. Colonoscopy, the movie starring Cameron Diaz. Oh yeah, we're going deep into this movie, baby. Always carry a parabolic reflector just in case. Oh yeah. 1500 watts is quite stout. Wait, what is that? That was right when all the things pinged. Brain, testicles, hot. Oh, well, popcorn thingy. Okay. Chipmunk, I have 7 static IPv4 addresses and a block of several million IPv6s apparently. Are you going to start dishing them out, or are you just being fucking greedy about it? Like, what's up? What's up? My ISP actually charges me more for dynamic IP. I wish that were the case. Verizon only offers static IP of business class, which is funny because FiOS is considered, like, 1 gig FiOS is considered business class internet. But since it's in my house, it's not business class because I'm not paying business class licensing, or, because basically all that does is I pay 2.5 times as much for them to sign an agreement that they guarantee it'll be up 99.9% instead of residential when they're like, it should be up 99.9%. That's how they get you there, so. But that's whatever. I mean, either way, it's fucking solid as shit. I don't really have any problems with it, so we're good. Ding, 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 ding. Inrush would cook a 5-amp fuse. Just whoosh. I always used DNS for my external connections. Yeah, I have a no IP. Back in the day I had a DNS thing, but now that's if you go directly to DNS you have to pay, but you can go through no IP and still get, I'm pretty sure you can still get a DNS address. But what I do is I take that what I'm going to use, goddamn, I'm going to start using the ASUS one that's built in the ASUS router, which is nice, and have that redirect to my domain name that I use for my media server, and then go from there. That way you can go to my custom domain name, it bounces it over to the redirect one, and then the redirect one bounces it back to my server here. It's a little complicated, but I mean, once the connection's established, it's done, so. You got some stuff on WhatsApp as well? Yes, you do. All right. Well, let's see. Let's start over here. There, C2S and somebody sent something for tonight's show, but for some reason, one of them got deleted. C2S is here. I can't find the other one, which is really fucking annoying because I specifically marked it for today, and then it went away. And then when I go to, like, this was from probably a week and a half ago, but since I missed last week's thing, so if you send anything like a week and a half ago, send it again. Anyway, let's go with C2S. What do you got going on? Wow, am I out of beer? I'm already out of beer. Well, okay. Bring the water over. What do we got here? My plants, and a little throwback to Wednesday's talk. The digital multimeter was sold at Radio Shack in the early 90s. Yeah, I got some Radio Shack here stuff as promised from on Wednesday. Oh, but not that old. Well, no, not that old. I don't see the date code on it. Yeah, that's classics. Oh, hold on. Boop. That's the classic stuff right there. I don't have stuff quite that old. I may have stuff that old, and actually in some of my solder stuff. I remember that meter. I don't know that I had one of them, but I know I've seen those meters before. You okay there, Jacques Attack? Oh. Got some ladies hanging out at the club. Yeah, they just chilling. Ooh, oh good God, it's always nice when you drop something that doesn't fall on the ground. Looking good. Thank you. Let me swipe that on back. Yeah. Back there. Lock Watcher, you're up next. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, we got a warning on that one. These are from Lock Watcher. The third one, like, if you don't like seeing ouchies on doggies, then you have to look away. Here's a classic the little deuce coupe kind of, well, not deuce coupe, little, it's like 40s. Looks good. Now, this doesn't have next picture, does it? Okay, so you may see a doggy injury. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, not yet. All right, what do we got here? Pringles. Beer braised steak. Okay. Beer battered onion ring and beer cheeseburger. Twitch ads are almost over. I don't know. I'd give it a shot. I mean, it's one of those things, you see what they're called, but you can't go in, you can't be a reasonable person and expect them to taste like that. You just got to go in and say, okay, well, what does this actually taste like? Oh, it is actually kind of close to a steak. Not bad. It tastes good for its own thing. You can't go in there and go, this doesn't taste like steak. It sucks. Because it may actually taste good, but if you're pre-programmed to accept that it's going to actually taste like steak, you will be disappointed. What's up, Nate Smith, by the way? Norman, I missed you earlier. My bad. Retired. What is that? Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, so if you don't like seeing a doggy with a big ouchie and like the red stuff, then you may want to scroll away. Or scroll away. You may want to turn away for a minute. Blackwatcher Warren's next picture is maybe graphic of his doggy. I'm not going to click the zoom in on that. Vala and Lucy tangled with a groundhog. Lucy and Vala are recovering just fine. The groundhog was the winner. Yeah, looks like it. God damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want to zoom in on that. Maybe a little too much, so we'll just go past that. But, like everything, like, it looks like stitches may have been needed. Can't be any worse than salted caramel Pringles. That is true, Red Dwarver. It's official line, don't be prejudiced. Yeah, whenever something's supposed to taste like something else, don't just assume it's its own flavor and then compare it. That way you're not so disappointed. New 3D printer card holder, another piece of magic apparatus. Looks good, a little candelabra looking thing going there. I like it, I dig it. The ace of spades. Not quite, but you know, close enough. And Core 1 almost ready. The Prusa Core 1. Very good. I still got to get around to my laser engraver going. Maybe take some, once I get it sorted out, figuring out how to use it, I can use it to customize some of my pew pew stuff. Alright, so that's all of that. So let me swipe this back here. Put that there, click that, check that. Good there. There it is. Thank you, Peter. That's what it was. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh wait, not the yeah. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Oh, download. Okay, the same thing. One is that. Okay. Oh, yep. Here we go. Oh right. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. This was ordered. Mr. S ordered this. If you have the sound, it's kind of ASMR. You just hear the stuff come out. That's the Clive glass that I gave to Clive. That one's a slightly updated version with a more colorful Clive to it. Appreciate the video of that. It looks good, and thank you for supporting the channel. Let's grab one of these. Cheers to that. And Cyberlight hasn't everyone stretched, so let's go ahead. Oh. Ow. Oof. Car Boot sale has 3D printed tat merchants now. Okay, I'm sending a link to a file I want printed for 50 pence each, like JC PCB, but local. Yeah, that works. That works. All right, let's see what we got over on the WhatsApp side of things. from Red Dwarfer. Today we have the Jovinator. CAT scan in progress. Shh, don't tell him it's his medicine. Oh, yeah, okay. Hill's prescription. Oh, it's like that science diet, prescription diet stuff. Does that make his poop just smell like absolutely like evil? Burnt. Hey, Jojo, kitty, kitty. Boop, boop. You give it the boop, boop. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Scritchy, scritchy. Okay, sorry. I like cats. I kind of like cats, okay? I'm all better now. Thank you, everyone, for scritches and get betters, head bumps to scruff, and the gaggle of goofballs. He's a good key cat. Glad he's doing good. He looks good, too. What do we got here? Marking out some lines. I don't see a thing. Did I miss something here? What's, Powa is our native Avalon. What are we doing here? Are you getting ready to get something dug in there? Mr. Red Dwarfer? So you're green now. Powa is our native abalone. Steak double cheese, minced double cheese. Does mince mean like ground beef, I'm guessing? Pork belly, creamy pua pie. Palasami. Corned beef, taro beef, and coconut cream. Ugh. Coconut cream, bacon and egg pie, cheesy pie, steak and cheese, steak and mushroom, plain pie, Ed's mom, plain mince pie, spinach quiche, bacon and egg quiche, potato top. Actually, what's under it? Chicken and veg, butter chicken. I don't know. The butter part sounds good. That looks fucking tasty. All right. Thank you for this, Red Dwarfer. Good to see that Kitty is doing Kitty stuff. So Chippy's got here. Only a baby so far. It stalled for 2 months while not doing root things. Oh, look at that little guy. There you go, Locke. Boop. You got a little booper there. Bacon and egg quiche. My mouth isn't key. Well, wait a minute. Egg. Wouldn't was a boozy? Wouldn't well quiche is just feathered egg, right? So or is that like egg and cream or something like that? So I guess that's just fluffy egg with shredded bacon in it? Something like that. I don't know. Either way, it just fucking sounds good. Boozy's been on the new Scum server. If you want to, if you play Scum, just look for Scrufdog's chill spot. Like I said, it's listed wrong, but I have it set up in the forwarded in the router so that it works. Boozy, Boozy, did you connect? If you're still watching, did you connect through the menu or through the IP? Ground beef and gravies is Red Dwarfer. Come get you. It's been pretty good. It's PV spot and everything's pretty vanilla-y. Through the menu, sweet. All right, cool. So that's working. Oh yeah, we're still looking at that. Okay. Back that ass up. Back that ass up. All right, let's see what Benji's got going there. There's a cat butt. Whoa. How you gonna do some shit like this and not warn us, dude? You're gonna just totally change that shit up. What do we got here? Is that like an egg cake? Is that Mr. Egg or Fish Cake? Not an egg cake. Is that Mr. Fish Cake? So we got our mushy peas. We got our properly cooked French fries. That kind of looks like fish, and that kind of looks like fish. That is fish cake. Turkey patty. Mr. Fishy Egg Cake. I mean, I know what the mushy peas are. That's pretty hard to miss. I see some good golden on them French fries. That's nice to see. Chipmunk mushy peas, my beloved. Are mushy peas really that big over there? Like, do you put any seasoning in them? Like, I do find it hilarious watching the Europeans and UKers and all them people going home and like weeping that they're back to like shitty, plain fucking food. And then seeing all the ones that have like full spice racks that they brought home with them. Like, I can't imagine, like, they can't, like, I can only imagine they just didn't know it was on Amazon already, but now they'll be looking for it. And I kind of feel like Amazon is going to make sure ranch dressing is available over there, because it sounds like y'all motherfuckers need some ranch goddamn dressing. Faux shizzle my nizzle. Is one an egg cake thing? It's all about the fishy eggs. We don't do mushy peas in Germany. Don't think I've ever had mushy peas, says Mr. S. Yeah, I've never had mushy peas. I just recognize them from, well, Benji, basically. I think Rob sent in a picture of mushy peas once. All right, what do we got on the bench here? Okay, we either have a fun toy, a salt shaker, or a lighting device. Probably kaleidoscopy style. I'm going to kind of go with that because I don't see a can of lube next to it. Got an old school speaker. Cannot tell the impedance on it, but that's okay. We don't need to know. We got the, oh, I like the fucking, that looks good. Is that, have we not seen that yet? I like the coloring on that. That is fucking sweet. Like the little container, good little shelf module deal. Is salad that exciting? Not necessarily salad. I think just ranch, because we don't, most Americans probably use ranch for non-salad things than salad. I would, if I had to guess, that's kind of what I would think. It's a 15 ohm. Is it measuring 50? Is it labeled 15? Because I know when, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it varies region to region. Or I guess it would be, you deal with older stuff too. Because I know, like, 248, 16, 32. These are 32 ohm, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is nice that it actually says it on the side. Blue cheese dressing is just forgotten ranch. We've gone over this, Chip. We've gone over this. 15 ohm is a strange value. Yeah, well, older. You got to remember too, back in the day, a lot of the stuff, as you can see, Benji doesn't, necessarily work with the fresh stuff. Back in the day, it seems like everybody was much more than willing to get custom shit done to make their thing work the best it possibly could. So if whatever that is being driven by was the very best at 15 ohms and not 16, then that probably comes from the age when they went, you know what? Let's just get a 15 ohm one done for us. They don't do that shit anymore. It'd be like 16 ohm, do you fuck it good enough? It's tolerance. It's out of tolerance? No, just change the fucking tolerance. All right, good. What's the recipe for mushy peas? Butter and milk like potatoes? I have no idea. What is mushy peas? I mean, do you just squish some fucking peas and add milk and butter? Or, like, how's that work out? Hold on. He has a new customer offer for us. New customer offer. Booty smacking. Ooh. There's some of it. As you can see, there is nothing fresh off of the factory floor here, except maybe that super glue. Sup, glue. Sup, glue. Dude, I love looking at that old shit. Ooh, look at these. Oh, is that what kind of flower is that? Where's Rob? Rob sent me things for Pussies and Pianos, which we'll be doing soonish. We'll usually do it about an hour after, so I guess we'll do it like 5:05, so right after the top of the hour. Angel trumpets. Okay. You sit on the peas. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Oh, it's a bread saver, cat butt bread saver. Wow, that looks almost a little splatty for a cat butt. Good lord. But I like it. Oh, that's 3D printed. Okay, cool. All right, I dig it though. That's cool. Nice shot of the old town, old building out there. That's still one of them buildings I look at, and I'm like, okay, if I was playing Assassin's Creed, how would I hop up this building? Yeah, as you can hear poofers back there. As usual. Hold on. Whew. All right. So we got some web. What do we got? What do we got? Appreciate the follow there, Rotters. Cheers to you, buddy. The liver building. Kick 'em in the liver. Not pronounced like the organ. Liver? Okay, like livery or something like that. Web Devi. What do we got here? Got some new Legos. That looks like X-Files shit. Look at that. They got some smoking hot doctor redhead thing going on. Is that X-Files? I feel like I heard something about X-Files Legos at some point. Oh, yeah, there we go. X-Files. Okay. Oh, well, alien. What are we in? Oh, you got a little dingus and everything. Okay. We got a little lab. We got the bad guy from Titanic hanging on the side over there. I thought I'd heard something about that. Oh, wait. That reminds me. Oh, I gotta fucking figure that out. We got something to find. The next set of Legos. I'm a little excited, but I haven't looked. We're gonna go look. I'm a little excited. I'm starting to get a little more excited about Legos again because I found something. I think I found something, I'll say. And some fun plants too. Carolina Reapers are growing well, as they should. They look delicious. Just not quite ready yet. Nom nom. Nom. Oh yeah, there you go, Chippy. There's some more to compare. We got here, Chris. 1.5 kilowatt spot welder, the new toy. Capacitor, energy storage, precision welding machines. Please place each clamp on each nipple. Simple enough to use. Pretty good gauge cable going out to the nipple clamps too. I think that's going to be a good time on a Saturday night. I dig it. Very nice. I got some cheap weird one I bought off of eBay like 5 years ago that I haven't tried yet. I've just been soldering because honestly, even if it takes 1% away from the cell, like I don't care. It's just easier to flux, scrape, and solder, usually. I dig that. How's it working out? Doing good? JCB Legos? No, not quite. JCBs are annoying. I was dealing with one for a few weeks because it just, it sucked because it wouldn't suck, but you know. Can't get vids to send as they are in MP4 format, but at least here is my lunch from a day at the miniature trains with mouse. Mouse. Sausage bap. Very tasty. So a sausage bap is just a sausage sandwich or something? Either way, it looks fucking good. I'd definitely eat the shit out of that. And the dyslexicist. Your mother cooks socks in hell. Nice. Very good, very good. Links? What links? You expected the spot welder to be better, but I might be using it wrong. There is sometimes a learning curve to them. I guess best thing I could say would be probably the same thing anybody else does is watch a lot of YouTube videos on it and get a lot of practice parts. Sausage sandwich or toast? Looks like sandwich. with link sausages. Yeah, I love good link sausage. None of that maple flavored shit. Just give me regular old link sausage. Good stuff. All right, that looks like everybody at the moment. Let me check back over here. All right. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I can find this other Lego thing. Oh, let me show you the Radio Shack stuff I found. So I found these first, which you don't see very often. But these, if you don't know, if you look on the back of the components, you'll see, like, right there it is. Right there. 06P11. So this was from June of 2011. And that's 0810. So that's August of 2010. So I kept looking. I didn't keep looking after these, but I did keep looking. And then I found 2005. Little card of what's left of a resistor, and 2000, another one from 2010. I may have older stuff. I did find the Arctic Silver 5 down there, but it was not in its little box anymore, which is a shame. And, like, besides that, I mean, it's just regular AS5 from, you know, fucking almost 20 years ago. Well, yes, 20 years ago. Not that I would use it anymore, but I'm going to keep the little tube of it. Let's see here. That's yeah. Okay, we're caught up there. We're caught up there. Caught up there. I think we're all good. We're all good. Okay, we got that. We talked about all the fucking routers. Okay, and let's see. Wednesday we're doing an MRE. Let's see. We got to do number 4, I think. Six, 5. Wow. We have. This may not be too bad. Homestyle chicken noodle casserole. Cold weather MRE. And then the week after that, we'll be back to the engine. For those that didn't catch it when I was talking about it, it turns out what looks like the screw that holds the throttle, you know, to control the throttle plate, what looks like the screw that holds it on is actually one of the fucking jet screws. So it was, the low idle jet screw was completely closed because, you know, I thought it had to be fucking tight. So, I can't even hear that. So, you know, a week and a half, we'll be back to the engine outside. I'll make sure I pick up some fresh fuel so I don't have to pump it out of the generator again. I'll make sure the can's full ahead of time. But I'll probably just end up pumping it out of the generator, but also got to get that filled up because we've been getting a lot of fucking storms lately. So I think I need to go get the backup fuel all filled up, changed out, dump what I have left in the Suburban, go fill it up. Fill all 42 fucking gallons of that up. I think it's about half a tank. But since fuel is skyrocketing right now, I might as well fill it up before it gets any higher. Because I filled that up right the day, the first day of the Iran war. I ran out to the gas station and filled the 42-gallon tank up. It was down to about a quarter tank. And since I don't drive it too much, it's been lasting a pretty good time. What's up, Zap? But I think I'm going to go top it up again and fill up all the generator fuel. Maybe run the generator off of propane for a little while. And I still got to tune the new carburetor because it's not quite where it needs to be. Ow. But in time. It's not really, I forgot to fill up my motorcycle. Yeah. No, I'm kind of just, I pay just enough attention to politics at times to know when to go get gas. That's, you know, if I'm not like actually looking around, then I'll at least pay enough attention to know when it's time to get gas. And we have this week's Flat Cat from Zapped. Zapped and Flat Cat have been traveling. Here, let me pull that one up. So this was from last week. Flat Cat and was at the bus stop waiting for the bus to get there. And this week we have the suitcase Flat Cat's Flat Cat butt at the Edinburgh Tattoo. Good to see well, good to see they're traveling. No, I mean you know, I guess it's good to see his butthole still there. That's good. Tremendously flat this week, very cubic this week, but that's okay. It fits better when he's traveling, you know what I mean? Yes, the old balloon knot. Yeah, actually, this I gotta get on Rock Auto after this because I need to order a control panel for my parents' car so they can have air conditioning. And I need to order a hood cable assembly for the Suburban because the hood will no longer open. I don't think the hood cable is bad. I think the latch system is fucked up, but I'm going to have to destroy the cable system to get the latch, hopefully get it to pop correctly. So I need to get that shit ordered. That's actually a 1-star. 1-star review. 1 brown star. Thank you for that, Zaps. Hope you're having a good vacation style thingy going on there. Is that a tattoo or an actual starfish? That's the brown eye looking back at you, giving you a little wink. Oh yeah, I can take that thing down now. Ooh. That's it. From now on, I'm calling the asterisk the cat's ass symbol. I mean, that's pretty accurate at this point, you know. There was a gas shortage, petrol, meaning, in UK in 1999-ish. This is Naismith. Can't remember why, though, but I remember learning how to get great miles per gallon from my car. Yeah, don't start it. C2S, he packs himself in the suitcase to travel cheap. Yeah, that's why he's all squared. Yeah. 1 brown star. Is it a wink or a blink? I'm pretty sure it's a wink. It's a little sideways, you know what I mean? Not just a straight up and down. Hit the cat's ass symbol. What? Well, and me and Hawk Ness Monster have started early discussion on what may end up being an all-day Saturday live stream over at his crib, smoking brisket, chilling, just having a get together with like just some like just the fellas. Like we're trying to have just like a dudes thing. So like we just kind of touched into it a few days ago. It's almost Pussies and Piano time. So it's just the idea, but we're going to start structuring it, trying to make it so it's like a dude's thing, just hanging out, bullshitting, just eating smoked food all day and just bullshit kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes. We'll let you know. We have plenty of time, and it may turn into something of a little donation drive if you want to donate to the cause. But he was talking about that, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. What's this? Ida Driver Lee, eccentric adventure, a little fuck in the air. Hold on. Eccentric inventor Percy Shaw invented road marking cat's eyes, having watched a cat walking towards him. If the cat had been walking away, he would have invented the pencil sharpener. And a no strippers, just dudes chilling, doing our thing. Fish online. I wake up at 3 and have some coffee and smoke a joint and go back to bed. God, that's a song, ain't it? You need beer. Yeah. You smoke food, I usually eat it. Well, sometimes you gotta smoke it good. Smoke that shit. And then you chomp. But yes, as you can hear from poofers, it's about time for Pussies and Pianos. Not sure where Rob is. He did send me a message. Oh, I think, is he doing, I guess he's doing pool tonight. And since we're starting early, that means he probably won't be here till later. But let's get ready for Pussies and Pianos. Let me pause that song. There we go. All right. Let's see. Rob plus cats. That looks good. There's poofers. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna go grab myself a beer and a Larabar as a snack and go from there. So I'll be back in a moment. Enjoy. right. Thank you, Pianoman, for that. I should be getting a copyright notice within the next 45 minutes. I will dispute it, and it will go away like it does every time, but I really need to just start copy-pasting the same reply just to save myself some time. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to play it because it's not violating any copyright stuff, so they can eat my butt. Especially because the people challenging the copyright are some fucking Spanish version of the song. It's like, shut the fuck up. But anyway. Cat's darn thing. Ronnie's been really being an asshole towards the dude the past week or so. So I think that's why the dude didn't even want to so much as start eating with Ronnie around. Like, Ronnie's been chasing him around. He's been running downstairs, like, into the dude's territory kind of thing, fucking with him. Like, I don't know what's going on, but... I mean, the dude's okay, but he's been hiding on me a lot lately, but I get it. Alright. Let's grab a fresh one here. Do you have BigClive glasses on your PJs? No, those are ramen noodles. Cheers, everybody, and cheers to Pianoman. Oh. Phew, okay. It's doing good, doing good. Alright, there's Tiny Mama. I guess the dude's just out of picture around the corner on the right side, near kind of where the toy's sitting there. That pile of gray stuff is the covers for the couches. The cats had just basically torn them down and apart and all that, so just threw them in a pile for now. I'll deal with them eventually, but the dude's been hiding in the couch because the cats have a fort in there, because that's what cats do with couches. So, I'm just kind of doing that because, like, when we get storms going through, a lot of times I'll sit out there with everybody and he'll hide under where my butt is, where I'm sitting on the couch. And then I'll reach down through a different hole that they made and I'll pet him, like, while the thunder's bad. My cats don't really mind the thunder and lightning because they've never truly experienced a fucking thunderstorm, whereas the dude was, you know, outside for 8 years in thunderstorms and everything else. So he has earned his right to be afraid of them. I just try to pet him and talk to him and stuff and let him know he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. But, you know, he is a kitty. So he doesn't understand what I'm saying, but hopefully the physical comfort helps a little bit. Uriah's got half big tail. Looks like he's probably about to go after the dude. And we got the cleanup crew here. You should be more careful eating your soup if you're getting ramen on your PJs. Yes, I suppose I should, Pancake Man. Wrong one. Oh yeah, Franco, there's a good one. It's been streaming for a little while, so check to make sure you are live. Should be on Twitch. That would be mostly for YouTube, since it does like to out every once in a while. He's wearing his Spiff the Spaceman PJ. I am not. Actually, I think the NASA ones I can't wear anymore because my balls fall out of the bottom because the stitching came undone. I do need to get, I just got the new, my new Rick and Morty, jammy jams. I may see if I can get another set of NASA ones where my balls don't fall out, because I do like wearing them. Tunes, Jack, they are playing. I think I got to a quiet spot. Twitch mostly stays live. The any positive about the shite platform? Yeah, they don't, when they buffer, they just go whatever, 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 whatever. There's a good one. Whereas YouTube, if it buffers, it'll try to keep you from not missing anything. So that's when you start falling behind. Hear it now? Yeah, it was at that was a quiet spot. He has PTSD, pussy total stress disorder. Yeah, pretty much. How's our cleanup crew doing? There's Beefcake. Chillin. You know, I used to just tell everybody she was poofy, but it's a little more than poof now. She's a well-fed gal. All right. Do you have 3 or 4 cats? I have 4. I have the dude, the black and white one who went around the corner, and then those 3. The dude's the outside one, but Ronnie's been like really mean to him for the past week, so he just doesn't want to be anywhere near him as much as possible. Yeah, I had my Larabar. I have chocolate chip cookie dough. It was a variety pack. Chocolate chip cookie dough, dark chocolate double dark chocolate truffle or something like that, and peanut butter dark chocolate. I love me some dark chocolate, and Larabars they're just good. That's one of those things I found when I was vegan. Like Larabars are actually pretty fucking good for being just some basic bitch ingredients, just mixed right. Grant Rennie, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Hey, Scruff, we have been watching but lost my new PW. What PW there, buddy? We have been watching but lost my new PW. Not sure what you mean. Rainy season coming, better get your pump done. The rainy season is here. My basement has already started flooding, but not because of the pump, just because I think one of the drain tile pipes collapsed in the basement. So I have to, it was band-aided together for a while. Like I went so far as to even pour new concrete footing for the door, and it still manages to come through. So I think at this point, as opposed to like gutting everything and doing all kinds of shit, and oh my god, I need to wait for a dry run in the summer, backfill everything with fucking concrete enough to slow it down, and then seal where the door is enough so that as water comes up from the foundation, it goes across the threshold and then over to a French drain on the other side, which actually still works. It's annoying, but yeah. But besides that, yeah, I do need to get the goddamn pump done. Like I would like to get it done this season as well, because I don't know how much longer that's going to run. The backup pump, that runs once an hour now. Old Jim says, really thinking of getting myself a kitten, but only when I have at least 2 weeks off of work so we can bond. You get me? Yep. Before having to leave and go to work each day. No, I get that. Yeah. Just make sure if you do something like that, I'd say after like the 5th or 6th day, make sure you go just kind of leave for an hour or run an errand. You know what I mean? Just so that you're not there, and then just gone. Start doing it a little bit more as you get through your time off, so they get more accustomed to it. Web Devi, sleepy time, have a good one. Well, I thank you and cheers. Appreciate the donations to the gaggle of goofballs earlier. Sleep well. Don't let kittens drive. Why? What is the problem, Mr. Fishcake? I think kittens drive just fine. I mean, they do live via alien intelligence. They are smart creatures. Like, they drive better than half the fucking humans I see driving. Holy goddamn shit. Woo. Bonding with a kitten is lots of tiny holes in one's exposed fleshy parts. Yes, yes. And it's oddly endearing. Yes, absolutely. Leave them closed with your smell. Yeah. Like sleep in the same shirt, you know, for a bunch of days in a row. And then just kind of leave it in your bed for a couple more days. And then like day 5 or 6, like the day before you start going out, put it in their sleeping area or, you know, their safe spot. You can usually figure out where it is, and then start wearing another shirt for 3 days, and then kind of put that one in their safe spot, and like kind of do that. And, you know, I mean, obviously you don't want to overflow unless you can. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, get lots of you smelly stuff in their safe spot or safe spots. That will also help. Who said that? C2S, yes, C2S with the smell of your clothes thing. Yeah. Spread your stank out. And for like the grand finale, probably what I would do is the night before you go back to work, change your bedding and take your bottom bed sheet and do it and either change out everything, you know, like, or pick one spot where that would fit pretty well and then stick that in one of their, like, their best safe spot, replacing the other stuff, you know, the other shirts. That way they got all your stank in there. All right. Jack Attack says, I took my wife to the theater to watch a performance around all puns. It was a play on words. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yeah, my neck's been bugging me this week, so if I crack it a lot, that's my apology. Oh, ain't enough fucking Motrin in the world, I'll tell you what. Oh, I missed a 420. Shit. Cheers, everybody, for 420. Or they will just pick your clean clothes basket. There we go. Cyber Light with it. Everybody stretch. Yeah, you've been sitting here for some of you have been sitting here for a while. Go ahead and stretch it out. Oh, yeah, shit. We're supposed to drink something tonight. I forgot about that. Let me grab that. So, from a week and a half ago, this was in one of... Oh, jeez. This, was in one of our MREs. Irish Cream Cappuccino Instant Powder. I didn't want to drink it that night because I had to go to work the next day. I'm sure this has some energy aspects to it. So we're going to try it now. See what military Irish cream cappuccino tastes like. Sure, it is definitely an experience. Okay, I'll show you what's in there. Oh yeah, you should probably see how much water they want. I'm going to guess 6 ounces or something like that. Add 6 ounces of hot or cold. Okay, no, we're not adding beer. Oh, yeah, so here's what it looks like. Guessing that's a lot of milk solids. This is like an 11.5 ounce jar, so I added, yeah, about half. Swirl. I never trust the seals on any jars, because eventually they will fail, so don't shake it over your computer or keyboard. But shake it a lot. Looks like baby puke. No, actually, we'll see. We'll see. It should just look like a melted milkshake. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Milkshake over there is just flavored milk. Like, really? That's it? You don't make milkshakes out of ice cream? I feel so fucking sorry for y'all. Like, do y'all have, like, what do you call when you put ice cream in a blender with a little bit of milk and you make a frosty, thick fucking milkshake? That's an ice cream shake. So it's not a milkshake, it's an ice cream shake. But a milkshake is just flavored milk, or is there something more to it? If you have seal issues, buy a polar bear. That is true. That is true. I think that's mixed up enough. Like, we'll give that. I always like to give that a couple minutes just to make sure the powder stuff gets soaked up, and then we'll give it a shot. Or a thick shake. Okay. All right. With biscuit. Yeah, of course it's got fucking biscuit. You don't know what the fuck a biscuit is. Nesquik? Well, that would be just chocolate milk, not a milkshake. Although you can put Nesquik into a motherfucking milkshake, and it is fucking good. There's ice cream in a shake here, says Queen of Fire. There's ice cream in it. That's good. There should be. Goddamn. I'm good. I'm glad you get to enjoy the proper one. And then you got to remember, like, there's the vanilla float, which is A&W root beer, and then vanilla, a blob of vanilla, a round scoop of vanilla ice cream on top, and you eat/drink that with a straw. I mean, you can use a spoon, but it's funner to do it with a straw. You just kind of poke at the ice cream and then drink the root beer, poke at the ice cream. It starts to melt, mix in. Fucking tastes goddamn delicious. Delicious. Let's see. I normally start at 5:30. So 7 o'clock would be an hour and a half today. Yeah, so 5:30. We're right into the food schedule. So we're good. A Pepsi float. I've tried other floats with different ice creams and all that, and I'll tell you what, C2S, I haven't found a combination that makes sense. The closest, no, I shouldn't say that. The respectable one, it may have just been where I was at the time, but if you get like a fruit sherbet or sherbet or whatever the fuck you call it, fruity ice cream flavored, if you put that on top of like Hawaiian Punch or a fruit flavored soda, like a good cheap grape soda that has too much flavor in it but just tastes good anyway, you get like a one of those fruit flavored sherbet things, put that on there, you get like a fruit float or a sherbet float kind of thing. That's not bad, but it's just real sugary, super fruity kind of thing, but like, it's definitely a flavor people would enjoy, I would think. But besides that, like, you can't top a fucking, and that doesn't even come close to topping a vanilla float if done properly. I like a good cream soda, but not a cream soda float. But you can make a cream soda float, but it's A&W root beer is fine for drinking. I usually drink Barks. Well, actually, I used to drink Barks. I've been drinking actually, I still drink Barks. Mug is pretty good. A&W is pretty much the best. But especially for vanilla float, it pretty much has to be A&W or it doesn't count. Oh, the sherbet on Hawaiian Punch, says Chris. Uh-oh. Someone's trying something this week. Sherbet is powder. Sorbet is fruit ice cream. I see an example of what I was just saying. What are you fucking, what? What are you saying? What are you saying? Biscuits are hard, cookies are soft. It's just different words. We do have ice cream in shakes. It's just not called a milkshake. Okay, yeah, well, we got that sorted. We do have delicious things, just different names for them. Yeah, but because you're wrong. That doesn't negate the fact that you're just wrong. You just don't know what to call them. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm saying. Ryan asked, an A&W root beer float and an order of onion rings. You will die with a smile. You are fucking right there. 100%. He knows what's up. Barks is good for drinking, but Barks just doesn't work. It's a different flavor, but it just doesn't quite work for a vanilla float. Same thing with like mug root beer. Just doesn't quite work right. A&W is what you have to have. If you don't have it with A&W root beer, you're just not doing it. All right, let's give this a little stir. We'll see what it... give it a stir, let it set it quick just to drip off so I'm not spilling it. And then we'll see what this is. Candy filled with powder. Okay. Forgot the breaded tenderloin? With what, the ice cream? I mean, I guess. PJ never actually owned a cat, although I have fed 2 of them for a year or so in the past. They were outdoor cats as well. That's cool. Hey, you know what? As long as you're doing anything to make cats happy, you're fucking good by me. So here's where we're at. As much as I can show you without spilling it. Just kind of looks like a light chocolate milk. It smells like it should. Oh, this is actually really good. All right, let me give it a minute. A lot of times you get a weird aftertaste on MRE stuff. Yeah, the aftertaste I get? Aftertaste I get tastes like fucking whipped cream, like straight out of the can. I'll fucking take it. That is good. Irish cream cappuccino MRE. I bet this would be, like, this would be fucking magnificent hot as a hot coffee. Ah, damn, that's a shame I didn't make that hot. Fuck, dude, this is good. Like, that is undistinguishable from a bottle of Starbucks cold brew coffee. Because I've had all the different flavors. I don't go to Starbucks and get it. They just happen to be the ones that have the best selection of, you know, cold drinks at the convenience store. And I've tried all their different cold brews. That is not distinguishable at all from a Starbucks fucking cold brew. That is fucking good. I wonder if they actually get it from them. Like whoever's supplying Starbucks their powdered flavor. I wouldn't be surprised they were getting it from the same place. Like, that is good. Oh, man, that is good. That's a shame it's only that little bit. Cyberlight, I sold coffee and cake for 13 years. Ice cream is not easy. You need a good recipe and a lot of special ingredients. Coffee and cake. We were told there would be punch and pie. There's nothing wrong with that. I gotta ask, like, not to be offensive, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, that kind of thing, but if you're selling coffee, actually, I don't know. See, coffee's going to make you thinner. Cake's going to make you bigger. Did you gain weight? Did you hold weight? If you don't mind me asking, because when I worked at Dunkin' Donuts way back in the day, even with my 500 mile an hour fucking metabolism, I still gained a little bit of weight. And then I had a customer who was a candy distributor for movie theaters in the DC, Baltimore metropolitan area. And every few months they would go through and give you boxes, and they would line up everything in the fucking warehouse that had an expiration date of less than 6 months to go, because they knew by the time it went through the distribution and sat on a shelf and got put into the front display case, it would be expired by then. So they would, I mean, we're talking, it would usually almost a full warehouse aisle, both sides. And they would give you boxes and go, take what you want. They basically be like, don't take an entire box, make sure you save some for everyone else, but take what you want. Working at that account for a year and going through that a few times, and all the fucking candy I had, I gained another 20 pounds for a little while. Good Lord. So much fucking candy, dude. At one point it was, I probably had the equivalent to, yeah, no shit, I probably could have filled like, no joke, at the peak candy I had from that warehouse, I probably could have filled a fucking 55-gallon steel drum. Like, no joke, and it probably would have been a heaping filling of it. That lady gave me so much candy. I think she was hoping I'd get candy drunk or something, because, like, holy shit, dude. She was all like, oh, have some more, have some more. I go, oh my God. Anyway, Franco, good night, buddy. Cheers to you, man. I hope you get some good sleep. Chipmunk. What? Chipmunk, what's the A&W place on the eastern Colorado border? I was there. It was lovely. Got a pebble from there. Collected pebbles from every state I visited. Ohio's is meth, I think. I think that's pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure Mike Killer Mike would confirm that. And Lockwatcher, probably. Where's Lock? Fuck. It seemed to smell like shit when you put it in your nose. Well, don't put it in your nose then. I got a fruit fry problem since I have to have an indoor food waste basket. Oh yeah. I have certain waste baskets around the house that are non-organic only because I don't change them very often. Chipmunk, had an accidental discovery I made the other day. Due to the heat wave here and one travel mug, cheap orange soda in cold black coffee is fucking delicious. Cheap orange soda in cold black coffee is delicious, says Chipmunk. Hey, why not? I'm fucking down. Like, dude, when I was little, I call it, I don't monetize, so I always called what I called the suicide soda. I have no idea why I called it that when I was a fucking single digits kid, but we'd go to 7-Eleven, you know, the big convenience store, and the suicide soda was when you grabbed the cup and went and just got a little bit of everything. You just kept going back and forth until you filled it up. I did that all the time. Tasted great. Started experimenting with certain combinations. Loved them. Coffee and orange soda, you know what? I would give that a shot. That doesn't sound actually that bad. Like, I could see the sweetness of the orange soda being a good substitute for sugar or creamer. I don't have any orange soda, but I will keep an eye out and maybe try that one time. How much orange soda would you say, Chipmunk? Like, what ratio are we looking at? Just so I know where to start. What's up, Bush Doctor? I work in refrigeration, and I've seen my fair share of defrosted ice cream go to waste. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. We have had some customers that are ice cream vendors, and I've not seen one of their freezers shut down, but it's always fucking fun when their electric forklift is left in the freezer overnight, and then they wonder why it doesn't start when the battery is at negative 40 degrees. It's like, there's a reason why your chargers are outside, asshole. It's always, and let me tell you, when you're working on a floor that's basically covered in ice, trying to get anything with traction, if you have to go around a corner and can't just get a forklift outside the door, it's fucking just... Some of these people just waste fucking oxygen. I tell you. What's up, Casper? Welcome. Red Dwarfer did the same thing with a kid with soda stream syrups. Absolutely. Like, just mix it all up. I do the same thing with fucking cannabis now. It's actually good when you if you mix strains together in like one session, because you get different cannabinoids out of it and different terpenes, and it helps a good blend that usually helps relax you more. Let's see, about 1/3 black coffee to 2/3 soda. 50-50 would also work. I was thinking the other way around. I'm glad you said something. All right. Well, next time, hold on. Put orange soda on the list. Otherwise, I will never remember that. Oh, let me put crab on the list for crab. Crab meat for tuna helper. Okay. And the orange soda. Let's just call it Benji soda. I'd know exactly what it meant. Okay. I'll get to the story this week. Ye whom announces they are God will be Satan in flesh. That's what I've heard. I should probably watch out for that. What about he whom announces they are dog? Does that mean they are kite in flesh in reality? Theater here did Suicide Soda, but they won't fly well now. Yeah, there's too many people that cry because words exist. Crab over the crab. Well, yeah, we looked. Apparently, I'm right around in the middle of the peak crab season. Here they're running pretty okay. So I got some box of chicken / tuna helper, and we'll just use a pound. I'll get a heavy pound of crab meat. Like see maybe if they got something that's like inch and a quarter, pound and a quarter, 1.2-ish, whatever their heaviest pound they have, I'll get that. Because it's always good to have a little extra. Like every time I make hamburger helper, they call for a pound. I do a pound and a half of chicken or ground beef, or if it's tuna, they call for like 2 cans. Two small cans. I do 2 of the fat fucking cans, so I do almost 5 times the amount of tuna for it. Crab is delicious for sure. Yeah, and see what's nice about Maryland is you got a couple ways you can go around it. You can, go down to Jimmy's or Schultz's or a couple spots here and there to get some really good fucking steamed Maryland blue crabs. And when you're done, you can head down to the red light district and get some crabs that you need a small comb for. And like we have the variety you need. A lot of grocery stores have steamed crab legs, like Dungeness crab legs, like the big fuckers, snow crab legs. So we have those crabs as well. I mean, we have, if you want crabs, we can give you crabs. Baltimore is definitely good with crabs of many selections and type. Yeah. Milk, lemonade, round the corner, fudge is made.
How about new?
In for a penny, out for a pound. Geez, a pound for a penny. Well, the exchange rate is pretty rough nowadays. Hey, at least you're not trying to exchange it for a ruble. That's worth about the same thing I flush at 9:30 in the morning every day. Actually, mine's probably worth more. Damn this time warp, and I'm 15 minutes ahead. Okay, Benji is already seeing what we're saying later, so that's good. Maybe he'll give us a heads up if anything weird happens. Next week, Scruff blames me for the orange soda and crab tasting disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna dip all my crabs in orange soda. Actually, that would be, I feel like that would be fairly, I feel like they would revoke my license as a Marylander if I did something like that to some crab meat. Neighbor used to be an ice cream van guy. He had to empty the tanks and sterilize every night. All the neighborhood kids would turn up with bowls when he got home. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. I would probably be there I'd be there behind the kids, like let them do their thing. But I would kind of slide in there every once in a while, get an ice cream from him and be like, look, tonight, brother, man, you got that chocolate chip cookie dough. You slide that on the side, and I'll make sure I take care of you with the tips during the day, you know what I'm saying, son? Because you can't do it at the time. When they're giving away the free stuff, if you slide the tip, that can look like you're buying it, unless everybody's doing it. But if everyone's just showing up and grabbing the free stuff, if you slide them the tip then, looks a little suspicious because you're always getting a chocolate chip cookie dough, which is some like fucking S tier shit, you know what I'm saying? So you make sure you buy an ice cream from them during the day when you can and fucking give them the good one there to take care of you at night. Gotta work it. Gotta create your own deals. Everybody makes their own deals. Benji says, I found a penny today and won a pound on the lottery. Well, there you go. I found a penny today, tripped over it, and won $10,000 from Walmart. In the UK, it was Round the Corner Chocolate Maids, circa 1985. Oh, chocolate instead of fudge. Okay. Damn, I always thought the crabs were tiny. They must be awkward in your pants. Yeah, they can get a little scratchy from what I understand. I don't know. Luckily, I've never had crabs, but I've also, generally speaking, never had anything for the crabs to grab onto down there, so it kind of sorts itself out. Unicorn says, I'm close enough to Oregon to find Henry Weingard's root beer and orange soda in the store. I feel like I've heard of that before. It was an old joke back in 85. Okay. Ooh, wrong mouse. Someone's looking for snacks, even though they have a ton of food all over the house. No vision of dude. Who knows where he's at? All right. Told you to try to keep an eye out over there. Don't lie, you'd be elbowing kids out of the way. I mean, I'm not saying that isn't a possibility. But I probably wouldn't use my elbows, though, because I've surprisingly sharp elbows. And plus, I'm pretty tall, so I could just hip check the shit out of everybody. Like, a hip check to a kid is a fucking chest fucking bump. So. Julio's cool even now. He gives away veg from his allotment. Now he's retired. Okay. Push the van over. I fix his wiring for the vegetables. What, for like growing them? Cyberlate. I didn't gain very much weight when baking cake, but that was very strict self-control. I gained 10 kilograms when I switched to be a coffee machine technician. Really? Wow, you were good when baking, but you gained when you weren't baking. It's interesting how shit like that works, ain't it? Jack Attack, why do farts smell? So deaf people can enjoy them too. Absolutely, we gotta share the love. What's up, Hawk? How's your wiener? For strangulation, you can't beat an old phone cord. That was the classic way to do it there, Benji, absolutely. Loch Nessie had an impeccable English accent and is fully USB rechargeable. Well, that is good. I mean, if he's got to go down to the depths to recharge, it's good he can just plug himself into something. Space farts are silent. Yeah, but I suppose they would still smell. Vegetable for wiring is the best kind of wiring. Well, I don't know that they were using cucumber vines to pass current there, Fama, but maybe. Benji says, Dear God, sometimes I feel that civilization has reached its pinnacle of madness and should be cleansed with fire. Yeah, you know, at this point, we're just kind of getting there. C2S says, if you haven't seen Hardcore Henry, which is a pretty good movie, it's got its ups and downs. It's basically an FPS film like Doom or Duke Nukem set in Russia as a movie. Over the top kills, etc. The entire movie is from Henry's point of view. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a fun movie to watch every once in a while. Rubber women are too plastic. That kind of works out. Mama asked, did you close your drawers, Hawk, after the meat came out? I'm pretty sure he would have by now, but he could have absolutely left his drawers hanging open after he pulled the meat out. Let's see here. Had a small fire in his garage due to a barbecue and an incident. Rewired it for him. Took 2 bags of veg home. Oh, okay. Didn't declare that to the tax guys. Well, absolutely not. It's food. It's amazing how they could try to tax everything. What's a fart? Asks C2S. It's a turd honking for the right of way. There we go. Little traffic issues in the old poop chute. YouTube regularly has me drop my pants to verify I'm circumcised, not for some other reason, asks Benji. No, that's fine. We all do it. Just keep on doing it. It is completely legitimate. Let's just take the warning labels off everything and let nature cleanse the gene pool, says Little Jim. Yeah, you know what? For every stupid safety sticker and safety label on something is just, or that's just more stupid people that are staying alive. Cyberlight is allergic to eggs and wheat. Well, that's no good. That's where a lot of good food comes from. Especially, oh, well, yeah, I guess if there's cake involved. Shit. That really sucks. Jag Attack. A man holding a large block of asphalt walks into a bar. He says to the bartender, "A beef for me and one for the road." And we're done now. But we have water. Enough water. What do you call a cow that just gave birth? That just gave birth. Decaffeinated. Nice. Benji says, if Germans made wiring insulation from corn for their tanks, and the mice ate all the wiring... Oh, the Germans made wiring insulation from corn, and mouse ate the wiring. I heard Hyundai made a lot of potassium, or a lot of their car harnesses out of something high in potassium, and that was getting a lot of rats to eat their wires. Danger. 415 volts. Do not insert penis unless you mean it. Yeah, you gotta be pretty ready for that. All right, let's see here. Have we gone through everything? We went through the network stuff, the ridiculous router setup. And oh yeah, I did, when I hooked the routers up, I did mix it up a little bit. So the main router is here. The new router, one of their new routers replaced the one in the living room. That's backhaul. That is connected directly to this router through the wire. So that is not acting as a repeater. It's acting, I guess you would, instead of a repeater, just be like an extender. Since it doesn't have to waste bandwidth talking back and forth to this router. Then there was one in the basement underneath me to reach out to the garage, but instead I drilled through some walls, because that's why I bought literally a 5-foot 3/4 inch drill bit, and it fucking gets through it. But I drilled through some walls, and now in my kitchen, one of the walls has this like cubby hole set up shelves, and under one of the shelves is another router that's wired in upside down with the antenna sticking down, and that connects. That's connected to the main router with with the wire. No, I'm sorry. That's connected to the living room router with a wire. That's daisy chained in, because the run from here to there was way longer than just right down the wall. And then the router in the garage is connected to the kitchen router through Wi-Fi, because I don't have any way to get anything out there to the garage. So it's one chain of routers that are all on AI mesh together, all connected together, and it runs fucking flawlessly. Like, I'm very impressed with the mesh system. Forgot to mention that how I had it all wired up. And apparently at some point I could figure out how to be able to have my Amazon device control the guest network, which would be cool. Although I can just go into the Asus app and do that too. Let's see. I already ate my lifetime supply of bread rolls and cake. and now I can't anymore. Ah. I couldn't imagine getting a lifetime supply to like anything cake related. Like I would literally have to sit there and make that life decision of, am I just going to be fat from now on? Because I don't do well around like chocolate cake, chocolate swirl cake, dark chocolate cake, cake involving anything chocolate, especially if it's soft and moist.
Moist, so moist.
Like that's a problem around me, and when there's lots of that kind of stuff around, I tend to just fucking forget I'm human and start imitating a vacuum cleaner. God damn. Jack Attack says, my wife vetoed my request to buy expensive extra large boxers. She clearly doesn't appreciate the national emergency for the lavish ballroom. Two guys in an elevator and one farts. Everyone knows whose it is, says Mark. Or Boink. Absolutely, yeah, it's like, why the fuck are you looking at me, dude? That is all about your anus. Booty guy, I don't do well around chocolate. Yeah, I order those little bags of cookies, the little famous Amos, fucking little tiny chocolate chip cookies, and I'm like, all right, one a day, and then it's like, okay, I just went through a box of 20 in like 5 days. That's not one a day, asshole. That's one an hour almost. So I don't get them very often anymore because I can't do it. The closest I can get to controlling it is using those layer bars because they are sweet, they are nice dessert. And at least it's not junk. It's, you know, it's just fruit and nuts and stuff. Like they have, like most of their shit's 6 ingredients or less. Lots of dates in there, and they taste good. So we just go with that. Little Jim, Scrufdog, I already made that decision, and yes, I am fat. Well, you know what? I get it. If there's a lot of sweets are in your life, then you're just gonna have to make that decision and go, ain't climbing any mountains, but I'm gonna eat the fuck out of that fucking chocolate cake. That and cheesecake. Oh my, any kind of cheesecake. Any fucking kind of cheesecake. Fuck. Top of the hour toot. The cheesecake. And everybody watching. Cheers, everybody. Oh, the whole new Lego idea. Yeah, I started talking. Hold on, let me see. Whoops. Should probably have typed that correctly. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. What was that? Let's see. Is this it? Is this it? That's it? Okay. All right, I've never been to this site before, so we're going to check this shit out together, okay? But yes, this is definitely the site we are looking for. Yeah, I don't need my Aces router open. I'll leave that open. Close that. Okay, you ready? It's called Battle Brick Customs. They use genuine Legos and then build their own custom sets. Since Lego refuses to do military, they use genuine Legos and do military sets. Like, hell fucking yeah. And I'm pretty sure they have a fucking warthog. There it is. And this is because I have one of the bases in Maryland was a warthog base that they just got rid of all the warthogs and now it's like all drone and stuff. But My cousin was actually a crew chief for 2 Warthogs. He was the lead engineer for it. So, I would like to get that soonish. That looks awesome. And what else do we have here? I kind of went through it. Like, they're a fresh company. So we have, let's see, the Little Bird. And, like, apparently they keep getting more sets. M1A2. Well, that's, how many pieces is that? I didn't even think about that. Let's see. The 2 custom, blah, blah, blah. 609 real Lego pieces and 130 custom link treads. So it's a little expensive for the piece count, but I get it. They're just doing what they need to do to get the Legos. And then putting them together. And, like, I think they're doing all the custom military stuff. Like, from the little dudes, too. Smaller packs just make you have to open more. Well, you know. Transport. Little APC. Shipping containers. We could make our own little mini Call of Duty shipment map. A SWAT truck. Gunships. A tactical Army tactical gun truck. Okay, so a Humvee. Little Humvee. What else do we have in here? But I'll have to look around because I know there's other battle bags. I know there's other things. Oh, little packs for the dudes. Little fucking gun. Like the little M4A1s in there and shit. Like an AR-10 or something. An M110. No idea what pack. Oh, is that a suppressed? It's like suppressed small caliber. I'll have to look that up. Well, yeah, well, I'm going to look around, but it seems like these are up and coming, so we'll give them a shot. Lego won't do it, and the quality is actually better. Okay. Okay, that's the tactical. Oh, World War II ultra detailed mod packs. They actually have actual moving slides on there. Oh my god, you can adjust the Mark 18. Are you serious? The mag drops, you can change the foregrip, and the fucking stock comes out. That's funny as shit. That is awesome. Oh, where's the World War II? Where do those go? Why are those in a different section? Oh, that may be just built into the building sets too. World War II sets. Okay, yeah, that's the same ones, just this is just actually no, because it didn't have that boat in East Canada. This is a whole different section. This is older stuff. Cubble wagon. Oh my god. Little Nazi dude. Nice. Fairchild Republic A10 Thunderbolt 2, yes. I had a model one when I was a kid. I've always loved them because they're like they were just a few miles down the road. You could go down there, watch them take off. Be flying around every once in a while over the house doing their thing. See, I'm gonna try the sound alerts one. See if I can do something with that. I don't know if it's interactive or not, but see what I can come up with since 6K Labs ones just doesn't seem to work anymore. Kobe 5856 Warthog. Iron Eagle setup. So that looked like a total of around 500 bucks. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see like what other, see if I never even thought about a Warthog Lego set. I'll have to see, because I know there's other mock sets. So actually, yeah, we'll this Wednesday after we eat, we'll go and we'll shop around a little bit for some military sets. We'll see if we're going to get them from there, if we'll get them from other mock sites. So, yeah, this Wednesday we'll shop around a little bit, see, get some ideas. Because that way everybody there, you know, that would be there would be watching Lego stuff anyway. And that kind of gets me a little fired up more. Like, even with the Doom guy, like, that's cool, but I'm betting these guys, well, I'm hoping we find something that has really good instructions and not okay instructions. Yeah, I don't know. Benji says, A1 alien invasion? What? The cats are coming home? Well, coming to our home, I should say. If the people in charge of nuclear submarines call them nuclear submarines, perhaps they should not be allowed possession of a big red button. Who called them submarines? I have somewhere here a picture of me in the cockpit of an A-10 Warthog, says Little Jim, at RAF Station, or at RAF, the Royal Air Force, St. Athan, open day in the late 70s. I will try to dig it out and send it when I have found it. That's cool. That's cool. What just popped? Oh, good Lord. You know better than to tempt me. Let's start on the A-10 first, says Brian, with holy shit, a fucking $100 donation to the channel. Well, fuck, man. Let's grab we're going to have to do a double cheers on that. Very much appreciated. Good, sir. Always appreciate that. So we will definitely get the A10, so we will definitely order at least something from the new site. And I guess if we're going to start there, we'll just make our first order a few sets from that place. So cheers, buddy. I much appreciate it. I'll do a double for you there, buddy. Will you be there Wednesday, do you think? I know you've, it will, that should be normal time. I know you checked in before to make sure your schedule is solid. All right, let's do the other one now. And another toast. Oh, shit. C2S just redeemed Shake the Booty. Okay. Much appreciated for the bits. I forgot to turn that up. All right. Actually, let's see. Can I so I can actually shake to a rhythm? Let's turn this way. Here. All right, that's what you get. Much appreciated for the booty shaking a donation there, buddy. And if you're on Twitch, you actually got to see the butt shake to music there. So there is that, at least. Oh, boy. The things we do for Legos. Wow, thank you, says Fama. Benji says, the outer disk of flat Earth is cold at the moment. Ah, yes, good old flat Earth. Oh, boy. Goofsters go brr, brr. Yeah, A10 brr. Apparently the worst sound you can ever hear if you're not an American. It took away my membership green away. Yes, Boink. Well, don't you have like 50 different accounts? Do you know which one? Like, I thought it was that one, but I don't know. Maybe it's in the process of renewing. Casper's got some stuff rolling in that we'll check out here in a couple minutes. Is Flat Earth where Flat Cat lives? No, I think Flat Cat just lives with Zapped. I'm pretty sure he doesn't live in another dimension. Though, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, you know. Things you don't expect on a Saturday night. We try. Well, Jim, the thanks is good, but no to the twerking, please, not again. Well, you know, he's paying me to shake my ass, so I may turn that up to $3. I feel like my ass shake might be worth $3. Relate says, the earth is not flat. There is a turtle beneath it. Yes. I actually just watched a video that talked about that not too long ago. I wonder if it was the same thing. I think it was like the way our understanding of the planet Earth through different things, either like Chill Dude explains or oh, what's the other guy? Both of them are drawing channels. I don't think, Boink says, I don't think it's been a month yet, but oh well. It was a freebie, it's all good. You know. But also remember, we sort of skipped last week, so it may not feel as long as it has been. Whoa. Oh no. Mr. S, the booty, Twitch, Scrufdog Live, a clip enticing doubtful milk, not, oh god. Okay. I don't have a way to, actually, I should be able to find that through here. Where's that window? Let me open that up. Go over here, go to Twitch. Here we go. Bear Beam. We're on Twitch. Where the hell do you find clips on this thing? Okay, that's all my tags. I actually got to go to my page, right? Clips. Drum beat. Oh god, here we go. Okay. All right. I didn't get to see it, so we might as well watch it together. Play. Oh, look, auto thingies. Yeah, okay, that's about what I thought it would look like. Back that ass up a little bit, too. Nice, good clip, good clip. Good for the whole family. Ah, boy. Thank you for the link to that. What's up, Bradley? Moonwalk is when your pants fall down walking backwards. Yeah, that is one way to do that, Benji. I believe that's the more simpler way to perform what would be called a moonwalk. Jackadex says, in school, I excelled at all my classes except Greek mythology. It was my Achilles elbow. Boink, I still have the C perks down below in the feed. I have no idea, buddy. It's YouTube doing YouTube, you know? Puff the Magic Dragon, aka the old Green Beret movie, might have been just as bad as my booty shake. Pretty bad, I understand. I definitely understand. Benji says my brain has too many tabs open. Yeah, I get that way too. Usually happens, 5 seconds before I'm about to fall asleep. 9 out of 10 voices in my head tell me I'm crazy. The 10th is just telling me to kill people. That seems to be, really common, pretty normal. I think it'll be just fine. It's Chipmunk. Let's see. So he can push all the things off the edge. Cat pushed everything off. Well, yeah, I mean, cats want the earth to be flat, but it obviously isn't, because as we've already said, they would have pushed all of civilization off the edge of the earth by now. So, if you can't do a moonwalk, do a barrel roll. Yeah, either way, you're having a good time. Little Jim says, "Atem brr. If you hear it, that's true. If you hear it, you are safe. If you don't, you are dead." Yeah, pretty much. That or someone very close to you is dead, and you will be followed in just a moment. Cigarettes are like haggis. They are perfectly harmless until you put one in your mouth and light it on fire. I don't understand. That's how I eat haggis. If you want cooked, fresh haggis, having it burn while hanging from your mouth is really the way to go. Obviously express some caution when you're doing that, but I mean, that is about as fresh as it's going to get if it's literally just burning in your face. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Can't do a moonwalk. My ass is browned already. Beer closes the open tabs. Well, the problem is what I drink has sugar in it. So if I drink too much at night, like on a work night, then that also helps. Then that helps me, like, my brain slow down, but then I just lay there not thinking about much because the sugar kicks in. Because since I don't do much sugar during the day. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Are you behind, Fama, or are you just replying late? Check, make sure you're live. Benji, whatever Scrufdog is on, it's not on the periodic table. Nah, it's on my desk. I mean, it's some apple cider, some water, some nicotine products, and some other products. Well, I'm honest. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it is nice that my scum server is finally fucking publicly accessible. It has fought through the bug enough that I can patch the rest and make it work. We'll just see how long it lasts. That's my only, like, fucking hell moment. I think that espresso kicked. I haven't had any espresso today. I had a cup. I only had one coffee. I only had one cup of coffee from. So actually, I didn't make coffee till about 11. I drank that. I was done that by 12:30. As I was cleaning, getting some laundry done. I gotta do some work laundry tomorrow. I gotta do something about the basement. It stinks down the basement because the cats occasionally pee here and there, yada yada. You clean it up, but it's a concrete floor, so a little bit of it soaks into the concrete. And then what happens when you get a little bit of water in from the big fucking storms? It smells like fucking cat pee. So I'm gonna deal with that a little bit tomorrow, but I may be able to get something else going tomorrow as well. But no, I think I'm just, like, finally, like, okay, like, you can publicly see it and it fucking works. It's still not named right because I did finally put the final name into it, which is taking the numbers out of the test name, but whatever, it's working. Fuck it. Phew. Oh, that was for the replay. Gotcha there. Okay. All right, just wanted to make sure you're caught up there, buddy. I know how YouTube gets. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, your frozen corpse will be a monument to your failure. This is true. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Quote by George Carlin. I love George Carlin. We were both born on the same day. He's a good guy. Well, same day, not same year, you know. Oh, yeah, 420. Everybody grab a shot, grab a drink, grab a puff, grab a smoke. Pinch a nipple, pinch a butt, scratch your kitty, scritch your doggy, whatever you want to do. This one's... Okay, no, that's copyright. Cheers to you. I don't want to mess with the periodic table. That's why I'm single. Cartwheel? Nah, that's for y'all to do. I always ask random people if they can do a cartwheel for me. Like I think 2 people have tried. One sent me the video on it, and I think someone else just did it. I think, if I'm remembering right. I know one person sent me a video like a couple years ago. But I've been asking people that for most of my life, but most people can't do it. They're just too old, or it's not, it's in the middle of an office, which I don't see the problem with doing a cartwheel in the middle of an office. But, The other one sent you the ER bill? No, I wouldn't fucking pay that. Anyway, no. Not that I saw. Actually, I do have to still pay one of my doctor's bills. I gotta find that thing. Every time I call them, it's just like busy. It's like, motherfucker, if you want your money, you need to invest fucking $10 a month in, like, a little automated service or something. Holy shit. Jacques Attack, does anyone know if it's possible to have a skin graft taken from the buttock to donate to someone who's a relative? Our skin for a friend. Oh boy. People need to start appreciating the effort I put into not being a serial killer, says Benji. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Christ. The other sent you the ER bill. No. And my shit from my kidney stones. I still have one bill left to pay. But I can't goddamn get in touch with them. And they're like, hey, you can just write it down on a piece of paper and mail it to us. I'm like, yes, I'm going to put my credit card information on a piece of paper and mail it. Fucking, we're lucky any mail makes it to us. I'm not putting that kind of shit on a piece of mail and sending it out. You better answer your goddamn phone because there's no website to go to either. Like, what fucking century are you out of? Like, y'all know the internet exists and you would get paid much quicker, much easier. Whatever. That's our fucking government. God. Always be aware of invisibility. Well, yeah, that's why I punch the air in front of me every once in a while, just to make sure nobody's going, just, all right, we're good. Yeah, just check every once in a while. Only in the darkness can you truly appreciate the light. Yeah, especially if the internet's out and all your automated devices don't work, and you're like, damn it, and you can't find... Only in darkness do you truly appreciate a charged flashlight. Like Budick is having a good time. Good. That's good. Damn. I guess we'll go for another 15-ish minutes here. We're coming up onto our usual 2.5-ish hour time. Have we covered everything? We got the old school Radio Shack stuff. Covered network stuff with a router and a router and a router and a router. Router. Oh, you know what else is nice? Instead of having those little fucking repeaters around, since everything is a router, I now have Ethernet ports fucking all over the house. It is like chef's kiss fucking setup. I can be like everywhere. And I know if I need to add wired Ethernet ports somewhere, I'll just fucking get another router, put it on the AI mesh system, and boom, hardwired in. Like if I need it upstairs in the second floor or something, I already got it going downstairs to the server downstairs. But like that's fucking great, and it's like you can find them on sale, $65-$70. Shit. You missed the story guy earlier. The story guy. Oh, Beagle Source. Oh, when was that? Oh, I'll catch him next week. I still got to finish that. That's why you bump the mic. You are dispersing these subversive ghosts that get out of hand and say things. I think that's why I burp loudly, too. I figure if they're still stuck in my face, maybe I can at least offend them. Oh, during the cat break? Oh, okay. Ow. Nothing is foolproof to a sufficiently talented fool. Yes, nature always makes a better fool and a more efficient idiot. That is for goddamn sure. So he said, good morning, happy International Cat Day, confirming that. Mongolian Father's Day. Well, that's pretty much just fucking Genghis Khan Day then, okay. National Bowling Day. Oh, no shit. Garage Sale Day. And it's a weekend. National Frozen Custard Day. Of course, we were talking about ice cream. National Tarantula Appreciation Day. That's cool. I'm fine with that. National Moki Day. No idea. Dr. Scruff. When you're when you're not feeding some cats or wearing fashionable spats, have you read any more of the world's greatest Beagle Source novels lately? I tapped into it a little bit the other day, but then I just got frustrated with everything related to the network, and spent all of last Sunday redoing all of this and then spending hours again trying to get Scum online. I'm like, let me see what happens when I start Vane. Literally, ping, online. Fuck. Scum, nothing. And then finally I find an obscure post somewhere where one of the devs directly said that they were having problems with the server lists updating. I'm like, you motherfuckers. But, you know what, it pushed me to update the network, and I was going to do it this month or next month, and now it's just done, and everything is better. So, fuck it. That's fine. And I got to catch it on sale just by chance, so that's even better. Did you hear about the constipated accountant? He couldn't budget. Let's see, integrated, and we don't have enough natural idiots. We now have to create artificial idiots. Yes, AI is definitely a little something different there. Well, Jim, let's see, 33 months of a goofball membership. Well, cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate the, wow, really long continued support. I don't think I have anything past 36 months because I did not think I was going to be doing this for more than like 2 months when I filled in. Cheers. What do I have? Like, I know what the final little member icon that you get for being a goofball. Like, I know what the final the final one is, but I don't know how many or year. I think I got to year 3 and just stopped. I don't. Hold on. Let me take a look here real quick, because if it's getting that goddamn close, that means I gotta, like, you know, pay attention. Levels, I guess, levels. No, that's the payment thing. Badges. Oh yeah, at 3 years is the final one, but I could do 3, 4, 5, 6, I think I'm just gonna keep it like that, because if somebody's gonna be a member for 3 years to this channel, then they deserve the final form. So, all right, cool. Well, thank you anyway, Jim. Either way, and everybody else. U.S. government uses taxpayers' money, $6.9 million, studying smart toilets that register. Whoa. All right, let's just try that again. U.S. government uses taxpayers' money, $6.9 million, studying smart toilets that recognize the user's anal print. I think you can understand why I at least tripped on that one, because I needed to confirm what the hell I was reading. Big 8 is getting buffered due to a Verizon wireless outage. Is everyone else cool? Because last week we had those weird drops that nothing on my computer was changing, so we all assumed it was YouTube because Twitch was butter smooth. And then the next day, Luth was streaming, and even though he was at times, like, he was dropping out because he had some internet issues, but even when he was having good internet, he was still getting dropouts like I was. So I think YouTube just kind of had a hiccup, was going through something this week. They may be doing some updates or something weird shit. Benji says, we're all going to die sometime, probably from anything but 5G. No, that's what 6G is for. That's G. Boink says, mine's fine. I'm living in KY jelly, though. Well, that's, at least you can slide around easy. Twitch is doing fine. Okay. Yeah, Twitch is always it's interesting that Twitch, actually, Twitch is going really light today. Twitch is only doing 10 megs a second. That's weird. Did I cut out the streams? Let me see. Because Twitch used to do 17, 18 megs when it was doing 3 streams. What is it doing now? Oh, I have to go to Twitch to see what it's transmitting. Quality. Auto or not auto? What? Hold on. Let me actually go to Twitch down here. Like, what are your qualities on Twitch right now? We can select from. Oh, it's only doing 1080 right now, so it's not doing the enhanced broadcasting. Oh, okay, I wonder if they're changing that. Because that would normally do 17 megs out, and then YouTube does 20 megs out. But it was always interesting where Twitch is always butter smooth. YouTube will stumble a lot, even though it's whatever. Jack Attack says all available. What do you mean, like 3 of them or just 1080? Like, I only had 1080, but I didn't let it sit for a minute. There is 14. You got 1440 available? Okay, I wonder if it's a regional thing. This is why I didn't see it. It's interesting. It's not going out as high quality as it usually does. But that's something on Twitch's thing. Maybe I'll refresh. I think you can refresh the network speed. Like, you can force a network speed test. I wonder if it's seeing a different network and it's running a little slower because it's different something. Who knows? 1440 down to 160. Good lord. Bout, the sexy shaman's here. Hello there. I almost forgot to check in today. Been playing Icarus with a buddy of mine for almost 9 hours straight. Really? I was playing Scum earlier today a little bit. Just kind of straightening things up, testing the server. 1440 out. 14.4K says Cyberlight. That would be about 160 P, I believe. Maybe less. I know 486SX I bought came with a 14.4 modem before I got that 56K V2 US Robotics. 160/30 would keep Delta happy. Oh, I'm sure. Hey, does anybody know of a speed test that doesn't blare your IP or, like, let's see. Streamer safe internet speed test. I haven't actually done a speed test with the new network because it just feels fucking fine. It doesn't really say live stream tests. What the hell? Oh, let's see. I'll see what this ends with. There's something from Little Jim coming in. I don't know. It's just like playing a video or something. I don't know if there's a countdown, a count up. It's called Spot Me. Test.spotme.com. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a long ass test. Oh, I ain't got all day for this. That'd be fine if we weren't playing music. Any reason I want to like see if we can do that is just so you can actually watch it live. But I don't need it blasting out, you know, all my shit. That was one of the weakest tests I've ever seen anyone try to do. Oh, what the fuck? This is really weird. This is Cloudflare's speed test. Oh, I'll give that a second. Cyberlight says, I'm on mobile data. I always watch Twitch on low resolution. Yeah, that's what's good about Twitch too. You can usually get a lower, well, YouTube usually can go way down on resolution too, but Twitch is just usually a lighter weight anyway. Let me move that down there. When I do this one again, I can hide my IP address behind my head. Let's see. So really let me just hit refresh. Kind of does it in different bursts. And also, yeah, keep in mind this is while I'm streaming, you know, listening to music, yada yada. I feel like it's not giving everything enough of a chance to get the full speed. It's doing it just in these quick bursts. It's kind of weird. I mean, granted, it's seeing the download speed. But I feel like the upload would be better if it wasn't just so like... Because I've noticed with fiber, like it starts and then it ramps up the longer the feed. Let me do Ookla. I'll have to do the test off camera and then I'll move the window around so it hides the IP. Like I wish you could like click a button and it hides your IP address. But problem is it puts it in one spot and then when it's done it like moves it around, so it's kind of harder to hide. So that's got me download right now. It's 765, which is fucking great on a Saturday night either way. Especially while you're live. It has my upload at 880, 890, 900, 910. While uploading 30 megs for video. There's... What the fuck just happened? See, it's even like as it finishes, it keeps shifting even after it's done. It's like really wants to show everyone your fucking IP. But there's the good old tried and true to Ookla test, which just bombs fucking data flow. That's not bad. Like I'll take it. It seems to get work done. I couldn't get that much speed here. 100 megs would be max. Yeah, and if you got to figure, even on a really good wireless, you're usually not getting more than 200, 250, which is good enough for anything you're doing, even 4K. Sad that you get 40 times faster than the max I can get here in the UK in a major town. Yeah, that's what I've said before, PJ. We always heard that y'all got like super cheap internet that was like 1 to 2 gigs a second, and everybody in the UK and fucking Europe had all this super butter internet, and most of it was state sponsored and blah blah blah. Then it starts streaming, and some of y'all motherfuckers are getting goddamn dial-up speeds. It's amazing. Some of you people got like fucking cable speed. You have fiber to your house, but then you have cable shit like 20, 20, 40, 40, 50, 50 speeds with fiber. And it's like, what kind of fiber is it? Did you just like find some shit out of a Christmas lamp and glue it together? God damn. Anyway, I think we're gonna get ready to slow it on down here in a couple minutes. I'm gonna go I don't know what I'm gonna eat. What did I eat before the show? Oh, I had some pasta before the show. I'm going to make some homemade hamburger helper tonight or tomorrow. I don't think the ground beef's totally thawed yet, and I hate dealing with it when it's got a frozen hockey puck in the middle. Or minced beef, whatever you want to call it, you fucking biscuit heads. Yeah, it's really nice when you're downloading like a new Steam game and it's coming in at like, 900, 950. Sometimes, like, I've had it spike up to 1 gig a second, and at that point, I'm like, damn, even Steam's like, give it to me, baby. Download these big-ass updates in just a couple minutes, like, yeah, all right, that's cool, that's cool. 100 megs is the max for Cyberlight. Yeah, yep. Little Jam, I hope you get to show my last What's Up Kind of Funny. Oh, okay, yeah, I did see that one come in. Let's see. Let me close that. That's from Little Jim. Guy in a fighter jet with an "I'm with stupid" sign. Of course you gotta do that. That's how that shit works. That's how you know you're flying with a homie. When you get something like that. Appreciate that, buddy. Alright, we got up there. Oh, wait a minute. We got one from Jack Attack as well. What is this? Chat early on. Oh, he's showing all those. God, 160, 360, 480, 720, 1080, and 1440. God damn. How was it getting all that with only 10 megs out? Alright. So yeah, that's all there. Okay. I can't believe it's 6. I thought I had it limited to 3 streams. I wonder if there was an update. I may have to limit it because I don't need it doing fucking trying to do 7 streams at once. Good lord. I mean, it'll handle it, but it doesn't need to. You know what I mean? Boink, 580 down, 21 up. Fuck, man. Like, and there is literally no fucking reason at all to limit upload. There's no reason at all not to have a symmetrical connection, especially if you're dealing with something like fiber. There is no fucking reason at all except being a cheap asshole company and forcing someone to go to business class. That's all it fucking is money. Especially nowadays when they know everyone's trying to be a fucking social media star. Not me, obviously. God forbid I advertise every once in a while. But, everybody's trying to be the next fucking, 5 million TikToker thing because they can talk about their fucking pet rat or how they hate cops or whatever dumb shit. And, fuck. They do that upload shit on purpose because they know you're going to want more. You're going to want it, baby. 80 down is all the time, not contested, says Chipmunk. Though they don't oversell on a block of 7 IPv4 addresses. Asymmetric is just for legacy reasons and making you pay more. We agree. Oh yeah, absolutely. He said it's all about the dollar for sure. Yeah, that's all it is. It's fucking stupid. That's why I'm like, go to on your Verizon. Fucking, it's rated a gig up, gig down, and if I'm not streaming and doing a bunch of shit, I can easily get 950 every day. And you know what? That's fucking golden. I love that shit. It's never like, and the only reason I have that much overhead is because it's only $82 a month. Like, not fucking bad at all. And obviously, I don't need that much speed. But if you have 100 and there's an issue and 90% of the network speed is down, now you're 1010 and your connection sucks. But if you're 950 and 90% of your internet speed goes down for whatever congestion, you're still looking at 90 to 95-ish, whatever, on both sides, and you can still fucking go butter smooth. That's the only reason why I have that much overhead, because while most network connection issues are all or nothing, you can look at like Killer Mike. He gets shit. He'll just, it looks like a goddamn fish finder when you're going through a fucking lake when you look at his internet speed charts. But with fiber, I have found that like you will get some congestion, but it stays pretty solid. And like we've had how many different power outages. It's nice when everything goes down, but the fiber still works and we can still stream. Since I have the hardware backed up, it means their networks are also backed up. So it's cool. Because, it sounds like one of the things that everybody would think, oh, of course they're on battery banks. But you know what? You don't always think they are. And sometimes they forget that those batteries need to be like dealt with every once in a while. C2S, good old days of preloading YouTube at 240p and needing to wait for the buffer to fill. Oh, yeah. God, I remember being like, all right, let me click this video. And I know it's going to take a little while first, but let me click this second one. I'm going to go get something to eat, take a shower, smoke a cigarette, get dressed, and then I will be back and probably watch that one. God, I remember that shit. Phew. Like there was struggle in the internet back in the mid 90s. Like it was a struggle. You know how difficult it was to watch porn videos? God, it took forever. Like you still needed to use your imagination to keep things going in between those buffers. Whew. Blink, I would try and stream, but 20 isn't enough, and mine Spectrum and you have Spectrum, by the way. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, Spectrum definitely fucking plates big floppy donkey dick. Congestion at the ISP level is overselling and they're shit. Yeah. Collie gets 900 down, 300 up. but his ISP is shit. So it's all congested, so it just runs kind of like shit. Yeah. Overselling the network, of course. They're never going to notice it. And since 99%, well, actually probably now 95% of your people are using it just for Netflix and fucking internet surfing, they're not going to complain. It's you get the people that actually use that internet that's who always has the problems. Loose having problems, Killer Mike's having problems, everybody's having problems. And now it seems it fucking sucks, man. Downloading a picture to have it corrupt at the boobs. Oh yeah. It'd be you get fucking the phone would ring. You're like, Dad, the boobies, Dad, show me the boobies. Yeah, that's happened more than once. Thank God ICQ allowed file transfer restarts. Yeah, that was really convenient, wasn't it, Chippy? I love me some ICQ. I had a I had a 7-digit ICQ number. It was 10 something. It was like 1 million something, and I forget what the 10,000s were, but yeah, it was 1 million 0 something. Gotta use that for a long fucking time. Bush Doctor, I had to wait for my parents to go out so I could dig out my dad's hidden copy of Debbie Does Dallas. I finally, it's as much as that was like, quote, a meme before memes were a meme, you know what I mean? Debbie Does Dallas. I did finally get to watch that at some point in my adult life. And you know what? Not bad. Original Debbie Does Dallas. Not bad for porn. Not bad at all. Danny's Hard Drive. Oh, look at Unicron pulling out the classic. Gosh, stared at her tits more in the late 90s, early 2000s than I looked at anything else. Good Lord. Danny's Hard Drive. Holy shit. And you got Peter North pumping out the classics like a fucking fire hydrant. Peter Harkins gifting a tier 1 sub to Boot Panic. I appreciate that, Peter, buddy. Cheers to you. Mine was a friend's dad's taboo. My buddy's dad had a collection of literally every Playboy and Penthouse. Like he collected the classics, and he had all. According to him, he had them all. Like he managed to get them all, except for like 1 or 2 of the super early ones that they were really, really fucking rare. But he had all but like 2 of them. So we knew where to go. It was fine. And it was funny, dude. If you tried to borrow one, like, fucking slip it out, bring it back over the house the next day. Well, he knew, like, it's like he would get to the front door and know. It's like the key felt different because the house weighed fucking, 10 grams less than it should because a single episode was missing. He opens the door and the draft is different because it's now passing through the smallest little hole that's causing a disturbance in the airflow of the house. Like he fucking knew, dude. That was hilarious. Holy shit. Oh, man. That was fun times. That's some really fucking interesting times. YTS, the official home of Yiffy movies. I remember YTS. Yeah. Good old Yiffy. The home of 750 and 1.4 gigabyte fucking movies. Oh, wait. No, wrong YTS. But either way, fucking Yiffy was awesome. Did my YTS at a university. Sorry, actually read it. Was on the internet as it was in 1990. Oh yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. We always had to figure out where the manuals were. So we could, because Leisure Suit Larry, I think up to 5, you had to have the paper manual, and it would give paragraph, page number, paragraph, word, and you'd have to enter it in to confirm that you had the manual. That way you could hide the manual from your kids and they couldn't play the game. Fucking amazing. Oh, no, one of them was that you had to do a questionnaire. It asked you a bunch of questions to see how you would answer them as adult versus child. When I think about that now, I'm like, I would probably not pass that test because I am fucking childish as shit with that sometimes. It's just fucking hilarious. We were actually talking about that on Loose Stream a couple weeks ago. All the shit back then, fucking Space Quest, King's Quest. Play that shit on my Apple IIc Plus. Oh, I loved fucking anything from Sierra back in the day. That was the game company back in the day for like long form, long play games was Sierra. Fucking love them guys, man. Yiffy is great too. Yeah, I mean, either way. I got to do the internet wiring for the office, 10 base 5 Ethernet. Yeah, I have Cat 6 all through the house. I think some of it's Cat 6E, if not all of it. But I mean, I don't need fucking full gigabit access for my computer. I need, solid 50-50 or 60-60 at most. Wonder if I can find a copy of that for my C64. I don't know. I mean, you can look around. Somebody's got to have it. I was thinking about it. Like one of these days, I think maybe the next big sale Steam has, I may get King's Quest. I'm sure they have like a package you can get, what did they have? King's Quest? I think it was 1 through 6? Or was that Space Quest that went to 6? But either way, pretty sure you can get the old Sierra games ported over for PC on Steam. As a matter of fact, let me go look now that I'm talking about it. That's one of those things, like, who knows how fucking fun it's going to be or not, but you know what? Shit. I will fucking... It's got it. As much fun as I had with that. King's Quest. There's King's Quest Collection. 7 classic game. That is it. 7 classic. Anything weird on here? No. King's Quest Collection. 7 classic games in one collection. Select the golden age of adventure games all over again. Oh yeah, Sir Graham. That's right. Yep. Okay, let's see. What are these 7 classic games? I guess it's just all of them. How much is that? $20. Yeah, I'll wait for it to go on sale. Probably be like $15. Is that on my wish list? Add to your wish list. Alright. So then when that goes on sale, next time I get a notification for that going on sale, I think we'll get that and we'll play. We'll definitely have to start a King's Quest 1. Problem is getting the manuals. Oh, come on, the manuals will be online. Or just type that shit into ChatGTP. They'll be able to tell you what the answer is. Like, ChatGTP, I'm playing Leisure Suit Larry 1. I cannot find the paper manual for it. Can you tell me what paragraph, blah, 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 blah. They probably, that shit's archived somewhere. Gaming peaked with Bus Driver Simulator. No, gaming peaked with Carmageddon, where the whole point was to drive around and smash every asshole that was jaywalking. Or not, just smash and kill everything. Carmageddon was, I love playing that fucking game. I mean, don't get me wrong, Doom, everything Doom, especially Doom 1 will always be my favorite fucking game and game series. But Carmageddon was definitely some fucking peak shit. Good night, Chris. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the top of the hour at this point. And then we'll do one final top of the hour toast. And I will go get something to eat. And go hang out on Discord and play some Skim. Hour 3, Tumbleweed. Hour 13, another Tumbleweed. Gaming peaked with the shareware version of Doom. That would be 1994. Good sir. I think you could find... Actually, I think you could find it in some magazines like Christmas of 93. Like the first 2 levels, I think, were the first shareware release for it. And then 94, I think, is when it went, to its normal shareware version. Postal 1 was the best come home pissed off and just kill pixels, not people. What's wrong with kids these days game? Yeah, Postal 1 was definitely good for that. You know a game's good when it gets fucking international news coverage and bans all over the place. Love that shit. Maybe peaked with Wolfenstein 3D. Ich mein Leben. For a living. Gestapo. Yeah, I love me some Wolfenstein 3D. I played that a lot too. Centimeter Petareater. Beard is fire. That does all right. I appreciate that. It's growing in a little bit more. When I first grew it out, I kind of shaved, the back a little bit just to kind of keep it neat. But then I realized I'd rather have it just all grow out and be thick. So that's where we're at. We're probably, you can kind of see the line here where the rest is catching up. Now it's a little thinner right there. So that'll probably be a couple more months and then we'll be good to go. Then I have a thick floofy beard like Boozy's got. Boozy's got a big old thick beard. One of these days he might start streaming. He shall see, or we shall see. I appreciate you hanging out on the channel. Well, for the last few minutes before we are actually done, we've been going almost 3 hours. Red Dwarfer, little old lady with the walker and Carmageddon. Oh yeah, good points, good points. Or stealing the Dogo dinners for health. God, I'm sure Steam has Carmageddon. I know it was banned from a couple places here and there for a little while, but like whatever. Stop crying about it. Let's see, Carmageddon. Carmageddon max damage pack. Oh, yeah, they got Carmageddon. Okay. We have to look into that one too. That's pretty cheap. All right, cool. Phew. Maybe been playing with the idea again, says Boozy. Yeah. Like we're a little fuck, man. Oh, that's strobing out like a champ. We're a little short on scum streamers there, buddy. And I'm pretty sure you'd be able to, post some links here and there to get some people to come hang out on Discord and here and there. Yeah, we still got to finish Poppy. Yeah, I got to get to that, but I may get something else first. But yeah, we still got to finish Poppy, and then I'm way behind. I still want to play Mouse PI for hire. Yeah, the thing that uses Steamboat Willie in a very close to copyright infringing fucking video game. That looked fun. It just came out, like, it was a couple weeks ago. It has like a 1.9 gig update, so I'm guessing it's better and probably has more content now. Benji says, Earth is a remote prison colony. Humans can't be trusted. Yeah, we've discussed that. It may very well be a prison colony for cats, training us to finally be able to change the intergalactic litter boxes out there. Or we may just be here until we reach a certain point and then the cats are going to harvest us for food. And that's why they taste us, sniff us, check us for tenderness. They're waiting. I feel like they're waiting for us to get to a certain point, and then they may just harvest us. Or they'll take us back to various places so we can help change litter boxes. So, what's up, Duncan? Welcome to the end of the stream, buddy. Let's do one final top of the hour toot. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out to the end. All right. So I'm going to go get a snack, do my thing, probably get on Scum for a little bit. We'll see. I may, actually, Booze, if you're listening, I may take the server down for a moment and try to get it running off of the server manager software so the restarts kick back in, because I know what settings should be, and I know how to check the settings now to make sure it is correct after fucking weeks of this shit. So if I see you're on, I'll get on, let you know I'm going to shut it down, and then when I restart it, it should be back to the server restarts being when they're advertised. I don't know if you're still listening. Hopefully you are. If not, then you'll figure it out when I tell you in chat. Scum chat. All right. So, y'all are cool. Me, I love you all. Long time, says Chipmunk. Well, make sure when you talk to my girl, You let her know that the weird people from the internet say, I'm sure she'll understand. Oh, good you are here. All right, one final toast and then we will head on out. Cheers, everybody. One more. Radioactive cats have 18 half-lives. That's about right. That would actually explain a couple things. Driver John Tanner, an undercover cop and expert getaway driver. Okay. She says you're all insane. We know. That's why we love her. That's why. It's all good. All right, everybody. I will catch you next time. Say Wednesday is an MRE. We're doing a home-style chicken noodle casserole, which hopefully that's got, I hope the crust on it is like, I'm hoping it's like, you know, thick tomato or thick chicken noodle soup with like a good crust in it. But I know crust is going to be hard to do in freezer or freeze-dried form, but we'll see. We'll see. So have yourself a good rest of the weekend. We'll see everybody next time. So be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.